Hi, it's Christy here, and today we're going to be doing a video on a do-it-yourself tea treatment that you can do at home. I'm going to be using Tea Me Relax Blend. It's not a paid promotion. They actually sent me a free tea blend, and I could choose, and I actually chose this particular blend based on the ingredients for this type of facial. And so they just wanted me to review it and put it on Instagram. They don't even know that I'm doing this YouTube video, but I wanted to go ahead and show you how you at home can do this. So this one is the Relax Blend here. This one has peppermint, yarrow, lavender flower, chamomile, lemongrass, orange peel, and valerian root. So why I chose this is because peppermint, everyone knows that it helps aids in digestion, it reduces gas and bloating, but it also is a natural antimicrobial that you can use on your skin. And it has yarrow. Yarrow is actually in the chrysanthemum. It's very similar to the chrysanthemum and chamomile family, so very similar to chamomile. It has a soothing and relaxing, anti-inflammatory, reduces anxiety and tension, but how it works on the skin is the same thing. It's an anti-inflammatory and it helps reduce redness and irritation and helps soothe the skin. And lavender, everybody knows about lavender. It's also very soothing, both for ingesting it and as well as applying it on your skin. Chamomile is on here. Lemongrass has an antiseptic, antibacterial effect, as well as it being a cousin to citronella. And in addition to that, it also has orange peel. Now, be very careful with orange peel. Some people who have very sensitive skin, they will use the oils from the orange as a natural scent of the cream or lotion or whatever product that they're using, and some people are very sensitive to that because of the oils that come from the orange peel. In the orange peels, it does have antioxidants, it does have powerful phytochemicals in there to help with the skin and flavonoids. This has some of that, but I think they're using more of that just for kind of a very slight citrusy scent and taste in the tea, which is a really, really nice flavor. However, if you're looking for the benefits of this, of lightening and brightening, with this type of tea, the best way to use that is you have to get the orange peel powder. But don't go out now and buy it on Amazon, because that is very potent and it can cause irritation. It is meant to be mixed with other ingredients, and that is not for this video. So I am saying a disclaimer that I think it's more for scent versus saying that this is for hyperpigmentation and lightening, because it is one of the last ingredients in here, and then valerian root. So valerian root is known as, its nickname, the nature's Valium. It helps you relax, it can help you sleep. So for those of you who are pregnant, breastfeeding, you are taking medications that can already induce sleepiness or drowsiness, this may not be something. It may be a contraindication, because as you see, it says Relax Blend. So it helps you relax, it helps you fall asleep faster. So if you're already ingesting something that is gonna make you drowsy, this may actually increase the drowsiness. So please make sure that you are careful with this, because like with anything, there can be contraindications. So for those of you who are here for the first time on my channel, my name is Christy, and I have actually been treating clients with acne, hyperpigmentation, and other skin conditions for over 12 years. So I am an actual licensed professional. And so normally I don't do it yourself just because of sanitation reasons, and there's a lot that goes into formulating skincare products that actually work, so I don't do a whole lot of those. But this one you can do. It's very simple to do at home. So if you're liking this video and you're finding this information helpful in regards to doing a do-it-yourself tea treatment at home, then please give us a thumbs up, letting us know that these are some of the video types that you want us to keep filming and giving you more information. Please go ahead and subscribe to our channel, and of course, hit that notification bell to let you know. And if you know someone who may be interested, that you know has sensitive skin, prone to redness, rosacea, telangiectasia, and you think that this might help, please go ahead and share that video to them. Thank you. Okay, so here are some things that you may need for your at-home do-it-yourself tea facial treatment or tea treatment. Now, I'm only using right now, this one is to soothe your skin. So if you have redness, if you're prone to sensitivity, you can use this. However, please note that everyone's skin is different. Everyone is using different skincare products, so it may be some contraindications. So the best thing to do is make a little bit of this tea, put it on your wrist or on your neck in an inconspicuous place. Let it set for a little bit, rinse it off, wait 48 hours, and if you have no reaction, then you can go ahead and do this. Now, it is not every single tea. I am just doing it for this specific one. So if you all start commenting and saying, what about this tea? What about this tea? I don't have the time or the resources to look at every single tea bag and to see if it works. Now, with the exception of matcha tea, which is the green tea powder, is very strong. Don't do that with this mask. I will do another video later on how to do that safely, because there's some people who have done it straight matcha, their face tingles. There's a correct way to do that. So anyway, so moving forward, so the Tea Me Relax Facial. So here are some things that you need. So we're using the Tea Me Relax. As you notice, there are whole leaves and whole parts of the flower. I would not use tea bags. Tea bags, basically, they're using the parts that they reject for whole leaf tea. It's literally on the floor, and they sweep that and then they put that in tea bags. So that is not the part we're going to be using. And then you need 2 to 4 4x4 non-woven gauze pads so that they don't leave a bunch of lint, but also they're soft enough. And 2 to 3 of the 2x2 non-woven gauze, 1 mask fan brush, a bowl or a cup, hydrating toner mist that you can take the contents out and put the tea in, another container that you're going to steep the tea, so whether it's a pitcher, a mug, it doesn't matter, a tea strainer, some measuring spoons, and a Ziploc bag if you decide to do where you freeze the gauze pads, and we'll get into that a little bit later. So now we're going to put the tea into, it's in the strainer already, and you can put it in here. So you don't need a whole lot, and you're just going to let this steep until it gets a deep, rich color. And again, if you have really, really sensitive skin, or you are prone to being allergic to flowers or pollen, you may want to test patch first with this. So when the tea is ready, you can see that it's kind of like a yellow, deep yellow color. If your skin is not sensitive to plants, because it's basically plants, right? You can actually make it even darker, even a darker color. So then just take it out, take out the strainer. You want to wait till it cools down so you can actually put it in the refrigerator. Once it cools down, if you want to make it kind of lukewarm, you can also do that as well. So once you do that, once it's to the right temperature, you can pour it into a bowl or a cup. I typically would, if I'm doing this on myself, I typically would make it pretty dark, because again, you're not really drinking it, you're putting it on your skin. But when you're doing it for the first time, this is actually a really nice color. Okay, so now after the tea has cooled, you know, whether it's in the refrigerator or whatever, it's in your bowl. So there's several things that you can do. You can leave it in the bowl and apply it, which we're going to show you in just a bit. You can also take, and I'll put a link in the description of where you can get this mist bottle. You can, so it opens up the top right here, and you can put it right in here, and it basically makes it a lot smaller. So the one I have is Eagle Beauty. It's actually designed in Holland, it says. You can put it in here. You can also have it in your bowl, and just as an example, you would take your gauze pads. You can also dip it in your gauze into your tea bowl. That's why I say bowl versus a cup, even though you can do that. You don't want to squeeze out completely. You want it to have a little bit of the tea in here. And you can take it and put it into a Ziploc bag like this. So like when you're pushing it, some of the excess tea is still in it. And you can do one of two ways. You can take the Ziploc bag and you can put it in your refrigerator, or you can put it in your freezer. Now, when you put it in the freezer, they will come out hard, and you need to make sure that there are no creases. So see how this one already has a crease? You want it to be completely flat, because when it comes out, it's going to be hard. And you want it to be completely flat, and you want it to be folded over or flat, depending on how you're going to apply it on your face. When you apply frozen gauze on your face, it's going to be hard, but it's going to melt very quickly. So try to lay it as flat as possible, or if you're going to put it on a smaller area like your chin, you want to use a smaller one, okay? Or if you don't want to do that, you can just dip it into the gauze, which I'm going to show you in just a bit. So you can dip your mask brush just like this in the bowl, and you don't want to have too much, just kind of wipe off the excess. So what you can do is you can actually do a multi-layer method. You can spray the hydrating toner all over. I'm trying to do it with the angle. Okay, just a little spray mist on there, and then you can take your brush with the tea. Make sure you don't have too much. So that you are pretty moist. Take the gauze that you put on there, and you can adjust it to your cheeks, you know, so you can do here, and you can do another one on here. You can also put it on your chin and any areas that you are red and inflamed. And for those of you who are sensitive, some of my consultations I've done, I've actually advised my clients that they need to work their way up to certain skincare products. And you can even, put it on your eyes. So for those of you who have dry, irritated eyes, you can actually apply it on your eyes as well. So again, you can improvise. You can use gauze pads. You can use 2x2s all over so that it covers, your entire face. Okay, so make sure that your skin is nicely exfoliated on clean, dry skin. Then with no serums on, so you're not going to be applying serums, you want the tea solution to go straight onto your skin. So what I did is I did a multi-layering method where I put the toner on, and then I applied it with a mask brush, and then also put the gauze pads over, letting it sit on the skin. You can do this 1 to 3 times a week. And if you have sensitive skin, I would just start off by doing once. And this is when your skin is irritated or it's red. You want to reduce the redness or inflammation. You can do this with the Relax Blend. So then you just put it on there and you wait for 10 to 30 minutes, just relax. And then once you are done, you're just going to remove all the gauze pads. And you don't want to leave it on. You're basically going to take it off, rinse really well, then apply your serum, your hydrating toner, not the tea, the hydrating toner, and then apply your moisturizer, your eye cream or your eye gel. If you're using that, you would put that on after your serum, and then you're going to apply your moisturizer. So if you're interested in this facial and this tea treatment, it's the Team Me Relax, and the link will be in the description below. I think for this one you get 20% off any product purchase of $24, which that's pretty easy to do. You get 20% off, and the code is in the link in the description below. So go ahead and try the tea treatment at home, because remember, makeup is an art and skincare is a science. Thanks for watching.